Hey everyone, Gale Network here, and it is August 7th, 2025, and we are about to watch the Indie World Showcase. Let's go! Exciting because we just had a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase from the creators of Shovel Knight. It's got a Game Boy Color-esque vibe to it in terms of graphics presentation. Yes, I'm recording my audio this time from the microphone. I made sure it's on. Hopefully it's all sounding good and synced up well. Mina the Hollower launches October 31st, Halloween.
Hello everyone.
Demo today.
And
Cool.
Welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler. We're back to showcase a batch of new indies coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support of these independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
All right. That's pretty cool looking. Excuse me. I like the lighting here and stuff. Little penguin kind of character, maybe? Creepy. Well Dweller, coming 2026, okay.
Oi, eu sou o Pedro, artista e designer do Neverway.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama. E nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste deixa a experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês. E que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the composer for Fez and Hyperlight Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense. Is she alone?
Not at all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routines and story to follow. Befriend, romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat
pretty cool
abilities
style.
to help you on your
Very
journey.
unique.
Okay, I might have to give this immortal herald thing a whirl.
Answer the call, persist through this deadly dimension, engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch next year.
I like seeing 2026 titles for Nintendo Switch. Because that will be going into the 10th year after the platform reaches 9 years old. That's just impressive. This looks nice. Wow, this is actually pretty sweet.
From the publisher publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling,
I like
a
it.
new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield your staff to guide the calicorns and join their exhilarating stampedes.
Embark on a tale of trust and survival when Herdling climbs onto Nintendo Switch August 21st.
Dang, that's in 2 weeks.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I like the way this one looks. That's cool.
Window seat or aisle?
Window. Booth or table?
Booth. Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of people according to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them into social situations and watching them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax, and find the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken? Launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Hey, day
Your
Day of
favorite big city just
being
got
shown
even
off.
bigger.
I like it. A little kitty
That's
big
right.
city.
Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update.
Hey,
chock
cool.
full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
We own this one.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look, or even recreate your favorite fur ball.
Once you're looking meowvelous, head out into the city to explore new areas, make new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn skills from your puppy pal, or strut your stuff for the fanciest feline celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also unlock additional camera mode features to capture it all.
This was a fun
Say
game.
cheese!
That's not a cat pun.
You gotta be
We had
kidding
a
me.
few profiles
Little
for it.
Kitty Big City free picture perfect update launches on Nintendo Switch this
My wife and kids will be happy. I'm happy with the update.
We
Nice.
hope you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
All right.
Hey, we're back!
Back and under attack.
What? Ah! Put on a brave face, squad
funny.
up with your friends, and hop into the diving bell as you try to go viral in the online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Grab your camera, courage, and cursed items for some shenanigans down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of breath, batteries, or buddies.
As long as one of you makes it back to the surface, you can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got 3 days to hit your view quota. More eyeballs equal more moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate, the better gear you can acquire for your next run. What could possibly go wrong?
Fame and misfortune await in Content Warning, coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch next year.
Good.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sun, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit. It's an action roguelite that fuses elements inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero. I'm working with an amazing team of artists who have brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer Amos Roddy, whose pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you into the rhythm of the action. We can't wait to share with you all.
Time to have a ball in the brand new survival roguelike, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Balbalon, you'll battle through auto-scrolling levels with brick-breaking style attacks using a bevy of balls that bounce around the battlefield. Whew.
You better believe it. There are over 60 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies to
That's pretty fun.
blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources
Neat take
as
on
you
a
progress
shoot 'em
to
up.
build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards, on top of swarms of increasingly challenging foes and mighty
space
screen-filling
invaders.
bosses. This pit is packed.
Feel.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure hunters along the way who can add their individual skills and upgradable powers to your arsenal.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon. So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes in Ball Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. And Nintendo Switch October 15th.
2 months, not bad. It's fun. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. That's kind of funny. 8 players at once going side scrolling. That's
音
fun.
楽担当とのムーです。
カイです。
グレイシャドウは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や寒冷な気候からインスピレーションを受けて生まれました。
音楽ではその世界に共鳴すべく声も多用して情景を描きました。
自然にインスパイアされた、それでいて JRPG 的なスパイスの効いたアクションゲームです。遠い未来の海に住む海鳥の市場として、彼らの視点で展開する物語を楽しんでください。
65 million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glaciered, you play as a Twi, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be explored and defended.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat, unleash melee and ranged attacks,
We don't get a whole
along
lot of
with
underwater
special
games.
abilities to fell these foes.
I mean, once in a while
Use
there's an endless
experience
ocean.
gained from these battles to build up your Twi's wings and various
That's kinda neat.
abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate protector.
Get ready to soar the seas at the end of time in Glaciered, launching as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this holiday.
Glaciered. Alright.
Before we go,
Time
let's check
exclusive
out
is
a
nice.
few more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
I wouldn't mind Hades 2 popping up today. Another game available later today. Winter title. Next month, 6 weeks out. Fall release. Oh, that's pretty good. Another spring one. Satisfying the Animal Crossing crowd, maybe. The My Sims crowd. GoPro 50 later today. Cool. Alright. What are you going to finish off with?
That's all for today's Indie World.
That's it?
We hope you
All
enjoyed
right.
the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time, happy gaming!
Ah, cool. Nice presentation. They didn't have like a one last game, type of deal that they sometimes have, more often than not, with Nintendo Directs, Nintendo Direct Minis, partner showcases they do, Indie World presentations. Sometimes they end on a last look. This time it was just like a medley of 5 games. That was pretty good. What was that? 15 minutes plus presentation. Good, close to 24 titles. I kind of lost track after a while, but yeah, probably 18 or so, maybe closer to 24. I don't know. But not a bad presentation. Actually, it was good. It was fun. Started off pretty cool, ended with a nice thing. Some games coming out today, some 2026 titles, some games, coming out in September or in October, satisfying both the 154 million Nintendo Switch owners out there and already the 6 million plus Nintendo Switch 2 owners. Little Kitty Big City free update coming later on. They didn't mention specifically on the Nintendo Switch 2, experience the game now in higher fidelity and at a smoother frame rate. Also, in motion and stuff like that. But that's okay. We'll see if it has that or not. Actually, I could be playing that game right now on Nintendo Switch 2 to do my own little test because, as we know, even if a game doesn't have an official patch on Nintendo Switch 2, it just runs at its optimum level on that console if it's a backwards compatible title. So chances are it is better in a little bit. But yeah, that was cool. All right, let me know what you think. Any games that you plan on picking up today or in the near future? And also, the big question, when do you think there will be a proper big Nintendo Direct? It could happen next week or within the next couple of weeks. Maybe. August is still younger than it is old. We're 7 days in. Month's got 31 days. So there's still enough time. And of course, September is the usual time of year that Nintendo has historically had Nintendo Directs. Oftentimes pretty big ones. I could see a Nintendo Direct coming in a couple of weeks in August, and then September getting a Super Mario Brothers 40th anniversary specific Nintendo Direct, which would be great. Or them just save everything for early September and throw this grand Nintendo Direct in which a good portion of it is the Super Mario Brothers 40th anniversary Direct. But I think it would be nicer to spread them out more, have a general and then have the Mario one. It just gets more people talking more often. You had your partner, you've got your Indie World, you have your grand Nintendo Direct, and then you have your Mario Celebration. And the Mario Celebration could have a cast announcement of, the Super Mario World movie coming next year, a little look at the logo, maybe some cast on screen, or at least the images of them, reprising her role as Princess Peach, Miss Anya Taylor-Joy, coming back as Mario, Mr. Chris Pratt, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and Jack Black as Bowser. And also in the film, once again, our beloved Charles Martinet. And we're proud to announce today the cast of Wario and Waluigi. Introducing Adam Sandler. Like something wild and whoa, get people talking, right? Stay tuned for our first trailer later this year. That's enough to get the internet hyped for the Mario film. And then you show, we're bringing back, I'm doing wishful thinking right now, right? We're bringing back Super Mario 3D All-Stars for a limited time, including a Nintendo Switch 2 version. Enjoy the following. And you're bringing the game back for NS and on NS2. Yeah, it will run better by default, but the Nintendo Switch 2 edition that you could upgrade to for a small fee of $10 or buy, natively for the console, would, bring the game up to 4K and give maybe Super Mario 64 an improved visual aesthetic and also be in widescreen. Like, that would be neat. We'll see. And also, we have another compilation. Enjoy. Boom. Super Mario 3D All-Stars Volume 2. And like in it, give us Super Mario Galaxy 2 Remastered, Super Mario 3D Land HD, and Super Mario 64 DS HD Edition. That would be a nice $60 cartridge. Once again, limited time. Yeah, let's go. Available on both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. On the latter, experience it, at a higher resolution, but, both have essentially the same amount of content. Also coming back as an update, because we've heard you, we're bringing back Super Mario Bros. 40 to Nintendo Switch Online. Enjoy. And it's basically Super Mario Bros. 35 with a couple of new bells and whistles, but it's Super Mario Bros. 40 now. And they say, this will be available for 1 year, as will 3D All-Stars and its revival and 3D All-Stars Volume 2. Although with 3D All-Stars Volume 2, if you only make that one a year, it does cut the sales a lot because it's only, several months into Nintendo Switch 2's life to, a time later. However, hey, if you buy the Nintendo Switch version, that is available to 154 million people, so they can always upgrade it later, right? So, yeah, I guess you could still have that available for a year. And 3D All-Stars, probably less than a year is all it takes to see how much more that game would sell within a decent amount of time, because it's on the verge of 10 million. You wouldn't have to make it like 6 years. Yeah, you would have more sell, but I think that time limit aspect would help motivate people to buy it, sooner than later, especially after they saw the first time around prices went up high. So they'd have the same incentive to do so with, 3D All-Stars Volume 2. Yeah. And we finished today with a look at what our team has been cooking for the next big 3D Mario adventure. Enjoy. And we see Mario running in beautiful, illustrious 4K, looking even better than Donkey Kong Bonanza. And he runs and hops into a pipe and blasts off into space, and it says Super Mario Universe. And he reaches for like some kind of orb or something, and it pops him into some portal, dimensional rift, and he's in a cockpit, and he's looking to the side, and then we see Fox McCloud looking to the side, and hence the name Super Mario Universe. And yeah, you're piloting as Mario, who was previously in the Mushroom Kingdom, now in space, now in an R-Wing, fighting alongside. They see some gameplay. You see, you touch the orb again, you pop down back into the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a quick gameplay trailer, like 45 seconds, and it ends with the orb popping again and blasting from this green grassy mushroom field to another green field, and then you just see iconic Master Sword imagery will go down. And then Nintendo pops up. Yes, what you just witnessed is the first footage of Super Mario Universe, including a tease of some of the locations that Mario is going to be visiting on his brand new 3D journey. Please stay tuned in the future for another update. Planning on releasing holiday 2026. Oh my gosh, that would be the cream of the crop. Ultimate Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary Nintendo Direct, in my opinion. Oof, exciting. Anyways, wow. I went on another 9 minutes after this show, just talking stuff. Let me know what you think about those extended thoughts. Thanks for watching. One more time, this is Paul Gale Network signing out. Hope you all have a good day. See you later.